that and more, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
That did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Cook up the gut. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stick. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Right side and caught by Kohler. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hey, report.
Jackson now. Going right back to Kohler. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Here comes third and about a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Throwing is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Now Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 11 now. Throwing now is Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone call.
Touchdown, Bills! Gabriel Davis from Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Bills.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go play action now. Jackson. That is incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion goes the tight end. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And room there to work it inside the 25. 2nd down and 3. Again, they run with Hill. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And now Now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They go play action with Jackson. And incomplete on a deep ball.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 29 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And running with power here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. That went into the hands of Flowers. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Jackson now to throw on 2nd down. Right side, there's Likely with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, it shifts past him. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the Texans who picked up the victory at home. The Texans finish off what was nearly a perfect regular season with one last win to push their final mark to 16-1. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They start the second half with Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Hey, middle. Raise your arm. Return it.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Allen now on first down. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Allen. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play action, now it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Allen again. Steps around, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Travis Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Bass is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A give up the gut to Hill. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And Owen caught it up. And one of the linebackers has got it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Throwing now is Allen. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They run with Hines. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now it's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
On second down, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
8 yards to go.
To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action, it's Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills 30. A very solid gain of 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, Hill. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Hill. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
Allen running the option to the left. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Hines on a toss play. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 13-10, under 1:20 to go. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Throwing, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Jackson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
This is Hines. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run again. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now it's the Ravens' turn, trailing by 6. A little over 40 seconds to go. A touchdown likely means they move on in these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a first down. Here's Jackson. Finding Hardman, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. Right side, there's Likely with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there. Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here, not only do they get the big yardage, but they get out of bounds as well.
That'll be caught by Hill. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Allen. And this one is incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Allen. That is caught by Shakir. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw is Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous...